as clear as a crystal spring, as strong as the bond of true love, as bright as the light which dances in her eyes, timeless, faithful, a diamond, for the gift that lasts as long as your love, a Warner Strathfield diamond.
Warner Strathfield, the big jewelry company.
Yeah, this is their latest TV spot. They deal in raw gemstones, mostly diamonds.
So, what's the deal?
They have relationships with large wholesalers in Belgium and in this country, mostly in New York. But there's an outfit in Lagos that they want to build a relationship with. Raw, uncut diamonds. But there's a problem. They can't seem to get any information out of the operation in Nigeria, not from the Europeans or from the Nigerians.
Yeah.
And the price on those diamonds? It's good. It's real good. But they can't afford any embarrassment.
Blood diamonds.
Yep,
These people are in Nigeria.
you got it. Now, I heard that Warner Strathfield pulled in $221 million last year. So they can certainly afford this.
God, I can hardly wait to prepare their bill.
Considering my commission, neither can I.
Yeah, but there's a problem. I've lost half of my detective team. Brandon and I are trying to find two people. We have a new secretary.
Given your special requirement, I think I have a couple of guys for you.
Yes.
Lagos, Nigeria.
That's where it all seems to take place. Hurst & Lewall's the company. They're distributors.
You know, I've never been to the African continent.
Neither have I. We should be able to handle this. Shouldn't take long.
The usual thing. Gather a bit of info on these people, prepare a report, get paid.
EC, Private Investigations. Marcus. Good morning. A surprise. In the office? Okay. All right, talk to you later.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Charles. How may I be of service?
Marcus Novacek sent us over?
Yes.
Oh, I see. So you're the surprise.
Surprise? How?
No. So you're PIs?
Yes, we're totally licensed.
Ah,
I'm
okay.
Robert Street.
Ah,
Hey.
Jessica Ashcroft.
okay, good. Have a seat. Now, aside from the usual PI work, we've been engaging a very special type of client with some very special needs. Did our friend Marcus Novacek tell you anything about that?
You know, all is well and good, but you know, Marcus, old boy, that by revealing some of our little secrets, you took a lot of liberty with the security of our business.
I wouldn't worry about it, old boy. And I'm sure you'll agree with me. As far as that little item under the floor is concerned, remember, I'm the one that's going to make your business.
Oh, that's okay. We'll take it from here.
Okay, dawn. We've only just arrived.
Of course, you know, we're going to have to stay away and start adjusting to this time zone.
Yeah, I know. No, back home? I'd have just gone to bed for the night half an hour ago.
We'll order in some coffee.
Oh. It's going to take full on 3 days acclimatizing to get to the level of functioning that we need.
What are you doing?
I was just...
I'll bring up the case files and internet and we can get started to work on this.
Hello? Yeah, room service, please. English. Yes, good morning. Yes, I'd like a large pot of coffee for 2. No, that'll be all for now. Thanks.
Our target, the diamond trading firm Hurst & Lewell, is 5.2 kilometers from here. According to this,
About 3 miles.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So,
You got what you wanted. 14 good matches.
well, that's what I want to hear. That's a week's quote, and we're only in the middle of a week. Looks like I'm buying the beer.
Well, I will not stop you.
Oh, you two certainly look pleased.
Well, it seems like we're going to have a healthy supply of the uncut this week.
Yes, I'd say more than 200 premium white with excellent cleavage.
Good boys, fantastic. You see, this is why I have such faith in you. Try not to get a hangover. I need you both here bright and early in the morning.
Sure thing, boss.
Good morning, I'm Lee Perrin. How are you? Lee Perrin, here. Good afternoon, my name's Lee Perrin, Heller and Goss. I sure hope this works. I wouldn't want to get arrested over here for fraud, but the business card and the ID is a very impressive touch, and you got your guy over there in New York.
We have a telephone intercept processor in our office in California.
There's a phone divert program and a laptop back in the office with the New York telephone prefix. That way when someone calls that number on your business card, it'll seem to be going to New York City, when instead it'll be routed to our office where Marjorie would take the call, pretending to be Heller and Goss, New York.
Exactly. That way there are two members in that very real jewelry firm who can prove that you are indeed an employee. Are you getting all this?
One person working undercover for us at Heller and Goss, New York. A computerized phone hack back at the office in LA.
Okay, dear. But remember, you're going to have to adjust to this time zone because we have a lot of work to do. Starting tomorrow.
I know, I'm working on it.
Yeah, I must have had 5 cups of coffee already myself.
What makes you so chipper?
I took a couple of those caffeine pills, like the college kids take at final exam time.
Really?
Maybe I should take one of those.
No, better wait till the morning.
Hurston and Wild Diamond Firm, please.
Maybe we should try to dream up some kind of story to explain why we're not Hasidic Jews.
Okay.
Good morning. I'm Gavin Easton.
Good morning. I'm Lee Perrin.
I'm Linda Thomas.
My office awaits. Please. So, can I offer you something? Coffee, tea?
No, thank you.
No, we just had breakfast at our hotel, but thank you.
Okay, so 47th Street, Brooklyn. Got to be the biggest row of wholesalers and retailers in this business. That and Antwerp.
Yes.
So I would have expected you two to be Hasidic Jews, but neither of you are.
I knew we should have worn the beard and glasses.
Yeah,
These guys.
You got us, sir. Yep. Heller and Goss were an old traditional Hasidic wholesaler, like all the rest of them, for years. They still are, really, but they know they're losing a lot of their business these days to the internet dealers, so they brought us in.
We're better at dealing that out of the trade, so.
Yeah, and when she and I do it, it still seems kosher somehow.
We're used to dealing with South Africa mostly. But we can't deny with you in the picture, the price is certainly right?
And the quality of your supply, sir, we're really impressed. We're stoked. We're just wondering how you get the price down to
By systematically eliminating the middlemen operators. I mean, we still get our supply from South Africa, but we've cultivated these close personal relationships with the mining operations. So do it closely, directly.
Huh.
Just as I said, A1 quality.
Oh, and we're used to leaving no stone unturned to get it.
Good. Then we can go over the details of supply versus cost, quality assurance, contracts, stuff like that over lunch this afternoon.
So nothing at all, huh?
Nothing suspicious.
Yeah, okay, we'll see what turns up after tomorrow's meet.
Good morning. My name is Cortensy Taylor of a Worldview magazine, Cape Town, and I have an appointment with Mr. Trevor Thompson.
Well, you're more than an hour early. You're welcome to wait over there if you'd like.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, at 1:20.
Heller and Goss are here. Mr. Easton will come down and get you.
Thank you.
It's good to see you again.
Good to see you.
We're ready to get down to all little details.
All right, let's get to it then. No calls.
They were last heard muttering to themselves in Japanese. 4 men in black suits and black ties. I couldn't speak Japanese, but I tell you, I understood almost every word they said. At that point, I knew we had them. All we had to do was sign the contracts over drinks the next night.
And we'll do the same.
Yeah, this deal will be really appreciated back at home.
I don't believe it. To think I was all prepared to write a glowing approval of this firm for not involving yourself in the conflict diamond trade. And what do I find? I find you in bed with these two jackals right before my very eyes. This continent is coming apart at the seams. We've got people like you to thank for it.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm Cortensy Taylor of Worldview magazine, Cape Town. And I've been following the careers of the likes of these two vampires for 6 years now.
This is outrageous. Surely you don't believe these lies.
Perhaps we should curtail the meeting, just for today, and pick up where we left off in, let's say, 2 days. That should be acceptable, I think. Don't you think?
You're not thinking about believing this character? I've seen people like this for the past 4 years. You're just against the diamond trade. You're all a bunch of communists.
You're Trevor Thompson? I charge you. Think of your company's reputation. I mean, if you want to do business with these people, I can't stop you. Today. But by God, I will, over time.
Excuse me.
I must apologize. This journalist made an appointment to speak with me. Based on what he said to me preliminarily, I had no idea. Won't you excuse me for a moment?
Oh, sorry, sir, I didn't know.
It's not your fault, it's mine. I'm the one who approved his interview. As for the other two, we'd better look more closely into their background and see what's what. Perhaps we've dodged a bullet, eh? This type of journalist at all?
It will make me feel uncomfortable at the work at a time.
Where did he come from?
I didn't even notice him.
Yeah, go to the front of the building. Yeah, hurry.
Do my business without worry or fear of perhaps he'll go away.
He made us look stupid.
All right. See the guy in the grey flannel suit?
Certainly.
Keep him in sight.
Everywhere he goes. Yeah, everywhere. Understand?
Good.
You don't think it brings in trouble?
Don't worry, I'm going to handle this.
I should hope so.
This whole thing's a real mess.
And I'm going to call you at your hotel day after tomorrow.
We'll leave the whole thing in your hands.
Please. Thank you. No, don't worry. I'll look into this entire mess.
Thank you. As you know, I joined this firm several years after Abraham Hearst had founded it in Kimberley. But I moved it out of South Africa when I took charge. To get clear of the competition, yes, but also to get away from people like those two. That is, provided they are what we fear they are. We just can't afford a hint of controversy, not any kind. Especially not that kind.
Hello?
He's in the Bakazo restaurant, not too far from the office. Yes, I'm already working something out.
Yeah, my cousin, he owns a cab company. A couple of his stupid drivers, they owe some gambling debt. Let's get him over here. And then they can pick him up and take him wherever he wants to go. Wherever they take him, that's where we know where it's at.
All right, do it.
I see you found some amusement somewhere. What's that about?
Just a friend with a personal issue.
You Uzuma?
Yes.
This is for you. You take this bloke to wherever he wants to go. After he gets out, you call me at that number. Use your celly. Don't tell him anything.
So don't tell him anything about what I'm doing?
Yes, use that number. Don't tell him anything.
So when do I get the rest of the money?
You'll get it. Look, there he is. There he is.
Transport Hilton, Abuja.
Didn't you eat on the plane?
Yeah, but after the long stopover in Miami, I only had a snack there, and that's when I should have eaten large. I wasn't too hungry on the flight over, so I only even ate half of that. Oh, there you are.
So you made it. How was the situation in court?
I heard you put on quite a show over there.
For a moment, I thought he was going to finish off by slapping our faces for effect.
Yeah, I was pretty much bracing for it.
Well, now that we've gotten things shaken up pretty much over there, let's just see what fruit falls from the tree.
No. I saw the look on that CEO Thompson's face when he thought we were mixed up in blood diamonds. You could pretty much see the guy's body temperature drop a couple of degrees.
So you think they're clean?
Yes, I do. Oh. Give me a second here, you guys. Hello?
What was that hotel you said you were staying at?
The Transcore Hilton, why?
It so happens that that's the hotel that reporter is staying at. He's there now. I think this is clearly more than a coincidence. That means he's been following the two of you all along.
I don't follow.
You don't follow? It means that this fool has been following you. He's probably following you to every time you walk out that door. Look, I want to meet with the both of you the day after tomorrow privately. Not here at the office. I'll send a car for you at the Adenaya Cafe on Avenue Basuaya at 3 in the afternoon. So write this down. Adaanaya and Busayooawe. See that you're not followed to the cafe.
Okay. All right.
What was that?
It seems like we'll find out a day after tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Come on in. Start things off this way.
Thank you very much. This will start things off smoothly enough.
Thank you.
Come on in. And this is Emmanuel Kalimba. He's a dealer in uncut stones.
How you doing, sir?
How are you?
How do you do?
So you're not Nigerian?
No. I'm from the Central African Republic.
I'm so happy to be working with you guys.
How's that, sir?
Well, Hurst and Lowell, you actually know what goes on in this business. You guys are more progressive now, but mainly because of my input. So, hey, Simon, I'll take care of the bar, all right? So, let's take a seat.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So, of course, I don't have to tell you guys just how this business has changed. You yourself have told me that you're the driving force behind your company's grasp of the internet market.
It's a seamy aspect of the retail trade, but one that can be denied.
Right on the mark. How are those martinis?
They're good, sir. Thank you.
Anything else I can get you?
Oh no, this is good.
This is fine.
Good. Good. So, Hurst and Lowell. Hurst and Lowell. They're not on the retail end. Even they try themselves really hard to be progressive, but they also want to be traditional. But they're just out of touch with all this vis-a-vis dealings that go on in this continent. These certain inevitable things.
Sad, yes. But an inevitable aspect of life in Africa at this point in time.
I must tell you that Trevor's rather concerned with what he fears is your connection with some tainted product. I've tried to tell him that We can't scrutinize every stone that comes through our facility. It just wouldn't be possible.
God, that certainly is the truth.
And I've also tried to assure them that things have changed. Before I came to Africa, first to South Africa, then to Nigeria, when Hurst and Lower first merged over here, I worked in Brussels. Now, the diamond industry in Brussels was completely dominated by Hasidic Jews. That was a long-standing tradition then. Now, their inability to break with that tradition just opened the market up to be completely run by Indians, who now have proven that they are better dealing with the modern market that you yourself represent.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Let me make this clear with a proposal. My friend here deals in uncut stones. Now, the diamonds that he handles are an invaluable resource to a very specific and special segment of marketers.
There are fractions in my country that desperately needs the revenue that these diamonds will provide. Mr. Easton here has been kind enough, astute enough, to channel such diamonds through his firm.
Oh, so you mean what that crazed journalist the other day would have considered conflict diamonds?
For lack of a better word, yes.
You know, I was under the impression that Thompson didn't want to deal with anyone like us.
Yes, well, Thompson, Trevor, doesn't really know about this operation. This is a special operation to help keep us solvent. Despite his extremist moral beliefs on his conduct in this business, I mean, don't get me wrong, I admire the guy. He's been a good, strong figure in my life, but let's just say the reality of doing business here, and for that matter, anywhere in the world in the diamond industry, requires a certain spirited grasp of how the land lies.
You will make your deal with Hurst and Lowell officially. But Gavin here will personally oversee all of your transactions. That way, Mr. Thompson will be none the wiser.
I mean, how does that work? Doesn't he check?
Of course, I'll be in charge of the actual flow of product on the floor. Thus, I'll be in charge of what gets verified on the books. Excuse me, I've got to get this. Yeah. Yeah.
You said Rhapsodio Rogo Odian?
Yes?
Sorry, very sorry.
What is it?
I messed up past the street. I won't charge you. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're past the Little Ogabi. I'll have to turn back.
Oh, okay.
What are they doing? Hey, you're in the middle of the street.
Hey, what the?
You better not make me use this shit. All right, it's done. They have him.
Oh, yes, yes. This is very good.
Yes, and the price is very good. And based on the product you've already shown us.
And you won't have any trouble making those quotas?
It's a safe quota. We may be able to deliver more. Can you handle more?
Sure. With the quality that you have shown us and the price that you have given us, we shouldn't have any trouble expanding our market share in New York.
Yes. And our competitors won't know what hit them.
That's enough. I should think that should be enough to keep you clued in. Stay away from Hurst and DeWall. In fact, why don't you go back to South Africa where you belong? I know that you're tired now. So I'm going to call a taxi to take you back to your hotel. Now, you can stay there tonight. Rest up. Tomorrow, you check out. Head for the airport.
$16 in all.
Yeah, that we can see.
Yeah, 16 trading firms that Hurst and Lewell are supplying at this time that we can see.
Oh my God.
What happened?
You can see what happened. Here, lie down.
I took a wrong turn.
Oh, thanks. I'll get some ice.
Who did this?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't recognize them.
I'll get a wet towel.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, maybe you need a doctor.
No. I walked all the way from the Oregon industrial area. I was leery of taking another cab. I felt rather shaky and dizzy at first, but I got over it.
Taking another cab?
And why did you go to the Oregon industrial area?
No, I was in a taxi to go to a restaurant. When we came to a traffic stop, a red light. Some guys got out of the car ahead of us, stopped at the light. Well, I didn't know what was going to happen, so I prepared no defense. Suddenly they grabbed me out of the cab in broad daylight. They muscled me over to their car, pulled a gun on me. Well, I had to get in with him. He took me to a warehouse and did this. 2 black, 1 white. The white guy is the only one that spoke. He had a South African Afrikaner accent. He told me, Katense Taylor, that I was to stay away from Hurst and Lewall, that I was to go back to South Africa.
I'll be damned.
Just checking in.
Me too.
Your friends over at Hurst and Lewell. Oh, they didn't do this to him. They did this to Katense Taylor.
Son of a bitch! What do we do now?
Depends.
Depends on what? I mean, look what they did to you.
It depends on what you found out.
What we found out is that these diamonds are as red as rubies.
Yeah, what she means is that they are blood diamonds, all right. It's not Hurst and Lewell either.
It's not all of Hurst and Lewell, it's Easton.
Yeah, it's The executive director, Trevor Thompson, who doesn't even know that it's the operations director, Gavin Easton.
One step below Thompson.
He's the one, yeah. Him and one of his guys from Central African Republic.
Kalingba, Emmanuel Kalingba? Kalingba.
The Central African Republic, where there's a civil war brewing.
Now I know why I instinctively didn't want to get into another taxi. The driver of the cab I was in called out to the two men that grabbed me. Two black men in the middle of Lagos that he supposedly didn't know. Yet he calls out to them in English. "What are you doing?" he yelled. "What are you doing? You're in the middle of the road." And don't you see? It was all for my benefit, so I think that he had nothing to do with it. Yet he delivered me. He delivered me right to them.
Whoa, conspirators.
There's something else. Don't forget it. They told me to go back to South Africa. What with this taxi business? Who can say how big this thing really is? I may indeed buy that ticket to South Africa after all.
You must be joking.
Remember, Easton already wants the two of you to change hotels because of my alter ego.
As for how big this thing is, maybe you can see if you're followed in South Africa.
Then it's agreed.
Hello? Yes, well, it's quiet. I'm processing court documents. Heading over to the Hall of Records right now over that Marquez versus Marquez business. Yes. Well, hurry back. I can't take any new cases, you know.
So now what? Brandon is in Johannesburg. Jessica and Robert have moved to another hotel to keep from being followed by Cotensi Taylor, who of course is in Johannesburg. And then there's Margie plodding along by herself in Los Angeles. So what now, Kimosabe?
Well, we were never really asked to do anything more than we already have, which is to find out whether the blood diamonds are being sold out of Hearst and Lowell.
Yeah, but look what they did to our guy, your partner. Are we just going to let them get away with it?
Yeah, we'll see. He wants me to do something more because of Brandon.
He does have a point, you know. And the guy Thompson doesn't have a clue what's going on under his very nose in the company he's running. From what Jessica and Robert are saying, he's been trying very hard to keep the company clean, morally clean. Bless him.
Yeah.
You know, we should blow this whole thing up in Easton's face.
Look, we're supposed to remain anonymous.
Yeah, okay.
We have an obligation to our employers.
Yep.
Besides, we don't really have a license to operate as PIs here. We could get thrown in jail.
Yeah, in Lagos, Nigeria.
Oh. Yeah. Well, what time tomorrow? Right. That was Robert. He says that Thompson is going to South Africa for a few days to meet with some mining delegates. Oh, and that Easton wants to meet again with the two of them at Hearst and Lowell.
Thompson will be in South Africa. So will Brandon, remember?
Cotensi Taylor.
Yeah.
The beaten and bruised Cotensi Taylor.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Well, Brandon has an alternate identity. I could approach Thompson as a mining delegate, except I don't have an ID. And we really haven't done our homework on what a mining delegate does or says. So I really couldn't approach him that way.
But you're going to go anyway.
Yes, you shall go to the ball.
You look great.
Nothing like the real thing, eh? No phony greasepaint job that allow even the most remotely suspicious Trevor Thompson to wipe away with his hand before I can turn my face.
Of course, we're being pretty optimistic to think we can even have a chance to meet up with the man.
Oh. Here's the mining delegate's official itinerary. I got this at least since being exiled here. He does still owe Potency Taylor an interview. Perhaps I could approach him.
Care for a drink, Steve?
Oh, I'd like to, but my wife is waiting for me at the hotel. We have tickets for a show tonight.
Ah, well, tomorrow.
Yes, of course. Well, good night.
Good night.
Mr. Thompson? It's me, Potency Taylor.
Oh. So, you're here. You followed me to South Africa.
That is only partly true.
You'll forgive me, but what happened to your face?
My face, my chest, my abdomen. Suppose I bought you that drink. I never did get my interview.
Well, you know, Mr. Taylor, it's been a long day. I was hoping to relax.
It won't take long. It comes with an interesting story about how I got this. I'm sorry to double team you like this. This is an associate, Eugene Simon.
Trevor Thompson, how do you do?
Oh, and of course, you're our guest.
Thank you. Large Scotch whiskey, little water with ice.
And I'll have a large Scotch whiskey. Thank you.
Two of you work on the same publication?
Oh, he's not a journalist.
No, I'm with Human Rights Watch.
I see. You know, Potency, considering your exhibit at our first meeting and now this, I can't help feeling that I am, in fact, being double-teamed, as you put it.
Yes, I'm sorry about that. It's just that last week, the sight of those two people got me rather excited.
In fact, Trevor, we would like to commend you on your very honorable effort. Maintain your company's course in steering clear of the convict diamond trade.
Yes, a wonderful effort.
Yes, I should say.
Scotch whiskey, sir. One with ice. For you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Perhaps, then, Mr. Taylor, you could explain your outburst in more detail. Those two people were important prospective clients.
Those two people were two of my people, operating undercover.
What?
Yes.
There is an area of concern in your company we think you should know about.
Gentlemen, I'm a businessman in a worldwide competitive marketplace dealing in a product that takes millions of years to produce. I have many areas of concern.
You asked me how I got these wounds. I look for all the world as though I've been beaten, don't I? There is a reason that I look this way. It's because I have been beaten. Back in Nigeria, I was accosted by a number of men. kidnapped at gunpoint, then beaten by 3 men. 2 black, 1 white.
Must have been terrible.
The worst part was not the immediate pain and injury, which was considerable. It was uncertainty. I was all alone, with only my attackers for company. Company I could well have done without, I can tell you. But it was that uncertainty. The uncertainty of not knowing, my God, are they ever going to stop? But then it did stop. At this point, one of them, a white South African, told me to go back to South Africa. That I was to stay away from Hurst and Lowell.
I don't understand.
We're sorry to have to tell you this, but it's your partner, Easton.
But Gavin Easton isn't South African.
No. He means that these men were working for Easton.
Gentlemen, Gavin Easton works for me. Well, for Hurst and Lewell. He works under me. I think I would know if I were having people assaulted by proxy or otherwise.
I'm afraid there's a lot going on at Hurst Lowell you know nothing about.
This very evening, his 2 operatives, posing as Helen and Goss people, are pretending to make a deal with your man Easton and his secret partners to run Conflict Diamonds to your facility without your knowledge. With silent partners from the Central African Republic that deal exclusively in blood diamonds. That's why I was told to bugger off. And to be sure that I didn't doubt them, they did this.
Well, I'm sorry you don't have the power to sign for this first shipment.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it will only bring about a slight delay because in about a week our first courier will be here to carry a shipment back to New York.
Good. Well, we've arranged for a cab to take you back to the hotel.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Good
Very
night.
good. Gavin, you have a good day. We'll see you.
Have a pleasant evening.
Wait here for 20 minutes. We're going to go to the airport.
The airport. Why are we going to the airport?
Because Easton is onto us, Jessica.
You think?
Yes, I do.
But how did he know? Like,
I don't know. I think maybe he and his friends must have realized that we're really not with Heller and Goss if they took a closer look. I just know it's not safe staying here. Let's just get out of here. Sky Team Terminal, sir?
something wrong?
Yeah, why are we stopping?
Get out the car. Get out the car. Get him out the goddamn car.
Well, we're coming to a much more communal part of town now.
Well, you know, many parts of this area are pretty nice. But the nightlife's a bit too lively for my taste.
Yeah, I see a lot of pale faces here and there. But I think we still stand out a little bit too much.
After what we've gone through, I can hardly imagine any problem can compare.
Yeah, that's just it. If any of Easton's people or Kalingba's people are around here, then we're going to be very easy to spot, pick out.
Oh.
I think that guy must have called for some reinforcement.
Now I know why Brandon walked all the way to the hotel. I don't trust getting into any more taxis.
I don't either, Jessica. But it's going to be a heck of a long walk back. Oh, wait. Oh, damn it.
What?
Oh, damn it. I just thought of something.
What?
Our luggage. We left our luggage in that fake taxi cab.
Ah!
Damn it!
There it is. When I first came here, I was 26 years old. Before that, I had imagined that diamonds were only mined from a narrow, dark tunnel. And they can be, mind you. Then I bore witness to the industrial scale of this place, where the job is performed with heavy equipment as much as manpower.
It's quite a sight.
Here in the mines, I got a quick life lesson in the grittier, less glamorous aspects of this very large industry, though I was in the accounting office. My second day of being here, I took my lunch period, wandering out here to have another look at this magnificent operation, the Big Hole, they called it. Noticed a commotion going on. Emergency crews summoned, sirens blaring. Seems a man had fallen in. They got him out, but it was to no avail. No water in the lungs. Seems he hit his head on the way down. On another occasion, a fixed crane came loose from its mountings and pinned the operator underneath. Thought to myself, this sort of thing is far from the world of the wedding ring showroom floor. Can't imagine being away from this place so long has made me so naive to the ways of this business. Easton. Been with me a long time. 9 years. How is it you know all this, assuming it to be true?
Well, we've been tracking these diamonds and the vast number of people who deal in them for years.
And you, Taylor, you said yourself that if we wanted to trade in these diamonds, you couldn't stop us. Although I swear to God, I knew nothing of the conflict stones.
Mr. Thompson, I believe you. However, your man Easton...
Yes. I scarcely know what to do.
You'll have to confront him. I'll do what I can to make some of my report available to you so you'll be armed with facts when you confront him. Yeah, we're right here waiting. Yeah. 8:10. Okay, I see you.
You still are a sight.
Oh! Well, at least they didn't try and shoot you.
So I heard you lost your luggage.
Yeah, but at least we had our passports on us.
Yeah, but then again, my cell phone was in that bag.
And that's why we carry new phones with our cover names. That way, even if the cops go through them, we have the option as to whether or not to reveal our true identities.
Otherwise, with them getting your phone, there could be someone waiting on your doorstep when you get home.
Christ. That's a thought. Okay, I'm gonna ask the obvious question here, guys. What are we gonna do about this? Bren got beaten up. Robin and I were shot at.
Flight 210 non-stop till London Heathrow med 34 nu. Flight 210 non-stop to London Heathrow, departing gate 4 in 1 hour.
There's your answer right there. We're going to fly away. Listen, we knew the score before we flew out here. This isn't some run-of-the-mill detective case. In this thing, we're spies, and spies are shot. And if they're really lucky, they just get beaten up. Here's a message from Marcus Novacek. Let's see. Thanks for a job well done. The client got the information they were looking for. Sorry there were a few bumps along the way. You'll be well compensated in the usual fashion, Marcus Novacek.
One question. Is that message going to self-destruct?
Damn right it will. Let's go home.